Hey, my name is Maarten and VP of Growth for WASM and Shiden Network. In this short video, I will talk about what is Shiden Network. First, let's take a look at the Polkadot ecosystem. The Polkadot ecosystem consists of Polkadot and Kusama. Kusama acts as a sister network of Polkadot, and it's branded as a canary network for the Polkadot blockchain. That meaning that new code and features are always battle tested on Kusama first before they can be launched on Polkadot. It is important to note that Kusama is not a testnet in the traditional sense of the term, because unlike a testnet, the Kusama network has an economic value. This is the same for Shiden Network. Shiden Network acts as a sister network of WASM Network, and they are closely related because they are built on nearly identical code. You can see Shiden as a wild and fast, while WASM is more conservative, focusing on stability and solidness, with slower governance and upgrades. Shiden is great for bold experimentation and early stage deployment, while WASM is designed for stable execution. Now, what is Shiden Network? Shiden Network is a scalable, multi-chain, multi-virtual machine contract hub on Kusama Network that natively supports cross-virtual machine communication and layer 2 scaling solutions from day one. This is a technical definition of Shiden Network, but I will break everything down in this presentation. Now, what do I mean with multi-chain? In the Polkadot ecosystem, it is possible to use cross-chain messaging parsing to communicate with other parachains that are connected to the relay chain. But besides having this in our ecosystem, we have built bridges with other blockchains as well. So we have bridges with Ethereum, we have a bridge with Cosmos, and are working on other bridges as well. Now this is where interoperable blockchains join the game, and it's no longer a chain of blocks but a web of chains. We also have a multi-virtual machine contract hub. So on Shiden Network, developers can deploy Solidity and Viper smart contracts through our EVM palette. But besides having support for Solidity contracts, we also support smart contracts based on WebAssembly. Those smart contracts are written in Ink, and Ink is a contract language created by Parity, and this brings WASM into our smart contracts. Now the key advantages for using WASM is that WASM performance is very high, it's very light, and it expands the application for smart contracts. If we should compare WASM-based contract engines with traditional virtual machines, they are more powerful and more scalable. Now, as you can see in this presentation, we are very community-driven. So WASM and Shiden Network are community-driven projects. We distribute 65% of the total supply to the community members through log dApps, and for Shiden Network there will already be 52% of the total supply in circulation after the first year. I also mentioned in my introduction that Shiden supports cross-virtual machine communication. This is that Shiden will be working across different contract environments, so WASM contracts can call Solidity contracts, and Solidity contracts can call WASM contracts. Also, we are now in our testnet fully Ethereum compatible, and the moment Shiden is connected as a Parachain, it will also be fully Ethereum compatible. Now, dApp staking. This is a very unique feature. Basically, dApp staking will give developers a passive income. Let's say you deploy a dApp on Shiden Network. I, as a user, can nominate your contract, and by doing so, you as a developer and I can get block rewards. So you can earn our native token as the end tokens if you deploy in our smart contract hub. So in our ecosystem, we have two staking mechanisms in place. The first one is dApp staking, and the other one is staking on our validators. And finally, I want to talk about our layer 2 solutions in our ecosystem. So when you look at Kusama ecosystem, Kusama is already a scalable solution. With parachains connected to Kusama, sharding is set in place. And sharding is a layer 1 scaling solution, and instead of every node in the network having to download and process everything, Every node in the network only has to download and process a small portion of all the data. So when you compare this with Kusama, every parachain connected to the relay chain will operate as a shard, and basically you can see each blockchain as a node. Besides having sharding as a core feature on Kusama, we at Shiden Network also have layer 2 solutions. We are focusing on using rollups as our layer 2 solution. Now, thanks a lot for listening, and please join our community in case you have any questions. You can also join our newsletter if you want to receive updates through email. You can find the link in the description below. Thanks a lot and see you later, guys. Bye.